Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to have a quick little chat about Arena and what it means for EFT and how it might potentially work. So, as we all know, the most recent trailer, if you watch my recent video, they ended up showing off one, potentially two maps for EFT, because apparently there's a big argument within the community right now as to whether it was one map or whether it was two maps. I personally think it's two maps. I think one of them is a shopping mall, and then I think the other one is an airport terminal. I think. Maybe it's the same, but honestly, I think it's two different maps that they showed. We saw, you know, PMCs of all different types of gear running around and, you know, different clothing and stuff like that. So it's obvious to us that there is obviously, you know, could I say obviously more often, there is going to be definitely variety to everybody's loadouts. And I'm going to take a wild guess and say that when we get Arena, there is going to be some kind of leveling and progression system. I'm not sure whether we're going to have to play certain types of Arena matches in order to win money, in order to buy loadouts and stuff. That could potentially be one way of doing it. And also, it's been kind of speculated on by at least me before that I think when Arena comes out, that if you guys notice in the video, they were all fighting below and there were scavs and stuff up top that were looking down. There's a chance that like they were throwing flashbang grenades at the PMCs fighting down below. So this is obviously some kind of, you know, underground fighting ring, maybe between like, you know, scavs had captured PMCs and now they're pitting them against each other for their own entertainment. But on top of that, I also have a theory that I think we're going to be able to bet rubles and maybe other currencies, maybe like bitcoins and stuff like that on matches. And then depending on the outcome of the match, maybe you will win money on those. So that is one theory I had before. I think that would be really awesome if you could watch matches and then bet on them, you know, before the match starts, and you can sit there and spectate it and see if you win, see if you know, you lose or whatever. Or maybe there'll be a way that we can kind of screw with players that are down there to, like, you know, grief the team that we want to lose in order to give the team that you want to win an advantage, potentially. So let's have a quick chat about how the loadout system is potentially going to work, because I think it's going to be, everybody relax, I'm about to say the C word, brace yourselves, okay, and, you know, take it easy, don't go straight to the comments and say, oh, fucking Call of Duty, I'm out of here. I think it is going to be somewhat similar to Call of Duty, where you're going to have different classes and then you're going to be able to pick your gun and you'll be able to have like different loadouts and stuff, and there will probably be limits to what your character can carry. I would assume either, you know, you can wear like heavier armor. Maybe there'll be some kind of system where it'll be like, okay, you have X amount of points, you know, this piece of gear weighs 3 points, this piece of gear weighs this many points. Or maybe if you want to get 60 rounders, it'll cost you, you know, X amount of points to use that. And then once you fill up all your points, you can't equip any more gear, so you'll have to balance your kit out or lose a helmet or contacts or something like that before you go in. And I'm going to cross my fingers here, because this is something that I am desperately hoping that Arena is going to have, and that is weapon progression. Now, not weapon progression in the sense that current state Tarkov has it, but what I really want to see is when we get access to a gun, you must use that gun, get proficient with it in order to unlock the best attachments for it. I think that would add a lot of longevity to Arena, and I think that would be a really cool system. And look, I know it's similar to COD, but motherfucker, it's the same as every other first-person shooter. Battlefield does it, COD does it, like tons of other FPS games do it that way. There isn't really a better system for unlocking stuff. Because if you think about it, when you're playing Arena, yes, you know, you level up your Arena character or whatever, and then, oh, you have access to the shop. Now you've got a bunch of different attachments for like all these other guns. I feel like it doesn't make sense in a game where more of like a quote unquote competitive FPS rather than like an arcadey style shooter. So the thing that has me kind of thinking about this Arena thing a lot recently is, what is the penalty when we lose? Like, are we going to be able to just queue straight back up into another game? Is there going to be stuff that we're going to have to do in order to fix our PMC? How is like medding and stuff going to work in the Arena scene? How is ammo going to work in the Arena? Is it going to be the higher your level is, you know, the better ammunition that you unlock and you can use? Or is everybody more or less going to be using the same ammo type in the Arena? Because if you think about it, a very high level player going into an arena match with other players, if you have a much better ammo and you're using like a helmet with a visor and you're playing against plebs that only have access to, you know, PRS or PS or like some bad 5.56 round or some kind of SMG round, you're going to have a ridiculous advantage over those players. And it's not like in regular Tarkov where that's acceptable because you can just kind of avoid them because like you're being dropped into a map where you're, you know, 5v5 or 6v6 or whatever the numbers are going to be. So how is that going to be balanced to where like Giga Chads aren't just going to go into a match and absolutely dominate the other team by himself and just mow everybody down over and over and over again? So that'll be really interesting to see how they're going to balance that. Maybe it's going to be some kind of like skill-based matchmaking kind of system. I desperately hope it doesn't have skill-based matchmaking, because skill-based matchmaking sucks in every video game ever. And I would really, really hope that Arena doesn't have it. I'm also wondering if there's going to be ranks. I would assume there is, to where it would be similar to, you know, like CS or Valorant or like Rainbow Six Siege or something like that, where there's a ranking system so that you are going to get placed into a bracket that you know, deserve to be in, I guess. And you're going to be matched with people, you know, +2, -2 of your rank to make it fair. I don't know. Maybe when it first comes out, there won't be any of that. And maybe it'll be like an Overwatch thing where the game is out for a while and then eventually they add a ranked mode. We will just have to wait and see. So it's definitely caused a lot of chat in the community and how people think it's going to work and stuff like that. And all I can say about that is that go to, you know, your YouTube comments, go to, you know, your Reddit posts, or go to your favorite streamers. And if you guys have any cool suggestions about Arena, make sure that it is known. You know, tweet it to BSG, make a Reddit post about it, tell your favorite streamer about it, whatever, if you have cool ideas for it, because I'm sure they're receptive to the idea of input on it. Because I'm assuming that when Arena first comes out, it's probably going to be filled with bugs. It'll probably be imbalanced. Certain weapons are going to very quickly be discovered and become meta, and that's just probably how it's going to go. Same as, you know, pretty much every other game similar to it. You know, in Call of Duty, there's, you know, X gun that everybody wants to run. Battlefield, there's probably X gun that everybody wants to run. In Valorant, you know, people know what the good guns are, and, you know, guns that never get used at all. So it's going to be interesting to see how they balance all that. And I feel like Arena could potentially pull a lot of people into the EFT community from, let's say, the side of FPS games where, you know, like Insurgency Sandstorm is. Because I think Tarkov is going to be a much slower paced game. It's not going to be too similar to COD. It's going to be similar to COD in premise, to where it's, you know, a 5v5 team v team kind of thing. And then I'm hoping there's also going to be some kind of like search and destroy mode, or kind of like capture the flag mode, or some kind of thing like what was that game mode? Oh yeah, Domination from COD, where you've got the 3 flags, you got to control the zones. So far we have absolutely no idea what BSG has planned as far as game modes are concerned. I don't know. I think it's going to change the game in a very big way. And yes, it is going to do some separating in the community. But I think that a lot of the people that are waiting for Arena are people that are probably bored of the main game anyway. And then maybe it'll actually end up bringing a lot more people into the main game, because people who've never played Tarkov, they might try out Arena and they go, oh, actually, maybe I do want to try more of this. And then they'll end up trying out EFT and then become hopelessly addicted like everybody else has. So that is a little break in my voice there. My thoughts and opinions on what it's going to be, because everybody seems to be throwing their 2 cents into the Arena. Sorry about that. So I just said I'd throw my thoughts and opinions out there. As soon as I get any more information, I'll keep you guys updated. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff. Check out the links in the description to my Twitch streams, social medias, and all that kind of stuff. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, my friends.